Right, team training, we ready for it? Friday morning, third class of the week. This is your core class, so we've got half an hour to work that midsection in particular. We're going to go through some mobility movements first, familiar movements for you, for all of us, and then we're going to up the ante and get into those abs. So you don't need any special kit, just some space. We're going to go down onto the floor. I might just angle this camera down a little bit. There we go, something like that. Right, team. Let's do it. Let's get down on the floor. Let's get down into box shape, and we'll start with our familiar cat-cow stretches. So hands below shoulders, knees below hips, lengthen the arms, reset those shoulders, and then arching the back up into that cat stretch, and then down into the cow stretch. Right, alternating between these two. Use your own breathing to time the movement. And just breathing in whichever way feels right for you. So bringing that mobility through the length of the spine, tucking the hips up underneath you. So you tilt the pelvis in and then tilt it the other way. Feel that flexion and extension through the length of the spine. Good. And just a chance to relax that breathing and to bring your movement in time with your breath. And feel the floor underneath the hands, underneath the knees. And from that flexion and extension, bring it back to some neutral position, somewhere in between. Reset those shoulders. Right, let's take one leg and extend out, toes on the floor, lengthen that leg. Can we lift it then up to the horizontal? There. Good. Breathe in. Bring that little bit of focus into those core muscles then. So in this position, there's some tension in those abs. So from there, let's do some toe touchdowns. I'm going to touch down with the toes, and then I'm going to bring that leg out to the side, touch down with the toes, and then take it back, touch down. So like a sweeping movement with the leg, windscreen wiper movement with the leg. So just moving that leg out to the side, getting some mobility through the hip, but bring that stability from the core. Shoulders relaxed, gently pulled down, arms lengthened. Feel how you're strong in that 3-point kneeling position. And you can isolate that movement without swaying from side to side. Right, now bring that leg out to the side, hold it there, flatten that foot as much as you can onto the floor. Re-lengthen those arms and then lift that arm. So whichever leg is out, lift up into that stretch position. Lengthen, breathe, opened out through the chest. Good. Okay, can we keep that leg out to the side, place the hand back down, and then that other leg, extend it out into something like a high plank position, but with the legs in that L shape. Oh, almost, well, you're in that L-shaped press-up position, but we'll just hold that for the moment. Arms lengthened, shoulder blades down. Feel like a little bit of a stretch perhaps in the legs. Strong through that midsection. Good. All right, back knee down, bring that leg back into box shape, and just give those arms a little shake out. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll spin this around so I've got some space. So we went from box shape. We extended the leg through to the toes, lifted up to the horizontal, holding it there for a moment. Feel that little bit of work in the glutes and into the core. And then we went into touchdowns, touchdown with the toes, bring it out to the side. So working the mobility through the hip on this side. So how much awareness can you bring to this movement? How you're holding your body. And you isolate the movement and stabilize the rest of the body. You've got a free range of movement, an unrestricted range of movement through that hip. And you maintain that neutral spine and that alignment through the shoulders as you do this. You feel some work in the obliques as you lift that leg out to the side. But as ever, training the body to find its strongest, optimal alignment. Right, lift that leg out to the side, flatten the foot a little bit on the floor, reset the shoulders and the arms, and then lift up that arm into that stretch. Lengthen towards the ceiling. Perhaps even open out through the hip a little bit. Can you feel that? So that little bit of opening out through here and onto the other side as well. A little bit of external rotation through that knee that's on the floor. Opening out the posture. Feel the strength of your breath as you're breathing all the way in and then all the way out. and down on the floor. Extend that back leg into that L-shaped position. Lengthen the arms, bring the shoulder blades down and hold for a moment. High plank, L-shaped legs. Good. All right, back knee down, other leg comes in, back into that box shape. Right, let's take it forwards into more like a hip flexor stretch position. So bring it here, hip flexor stretch here. From there, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Open out through the core, through the hips. There. Good, right, circle around. Tuck the toes under on the back foot, push up into a lunge position and do the same thing. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. So push up onto the ball of the foot on that back foot in here. Arms lengthen towards the ceiling. Got that nice long stance. Both knees just flexed. Both knees softened here. Feel that grounding you have through the floor. That balance that you have and that strength through the legs. Arms lengthen to the ceiling. All right, we're going to bring the arms down and allow the back foot just to turn out a little bit and flatten onto the floor and then lengthen the arms right through to the fingertips. You can bring your weight just a little bit further forwards if you like. Shoulder blades actively pulled down and lengthen those arms. Again, opened out through the legs to perhaps feel that stretch through here as the front leg travels forwards. Back leg lengthens back. There. Again, feel that grounding through the feet, that strength through the legs, length through the arms. Good. Right, from there, straighten that front leg. And then let's see if we can go down into something a bit more like triangle pose. So we're going to reach down here and then reach up high with this top arm here. So this leg is now all lengthened. Here, you can support yourself on the lower leg if you like. Feel that stretch through to the fingertips. Good, and then that arm that's reaching down, allow that knee to bend slightly, prop yourself up on the thigh, and then lengthen the arm to the diagonal. So you can bring the whole body into line from that lengthened leg all the way through the side, all the way through the length of the arm. Good, and then bring that back up to vertical. I'm going to come side facing now, both feet parallel, lengthen both legs, and then inhale up. And then exhale down to the floor. And just hold that stretch for a few moments. Breathing through the length of the legs. Good, and then allow the knees to soften, place the forearms on the thigh. And just bring that stretch more into the adductors. Right, and from there, I'm going to swivel around somehow. Pop that knee down on the floor and find a lunge or a hip flexor stretch position on this other side. So hopefully you've switched sides now and we're into that hip flexor stretch here. Let's just open out through the hip flexor into that stretch and then bring the arms up, reaching high. Good, and bring your awareness to your posture. Spine is in neutral, reaching up high. Pelvis is level, just bring the body forwards to go into that stretch, but without the pelvis tilting. You're into the stretch, but without that tilt. So you're not allowing the pelvis here to come out of alignment. You're just bringing the body forwards to that point of stretch. Good, right, circuit round, hands down on the floor. Tuck the toes under on that back foot, lift the knee up into that standing lunge position. So we're in here, and then the same thing, reach up high. Pelvis is level, spine is in neutral. Up high. Okay, again, feeling grounded through those feet. On the ball of the foot on that back foot, and the ankle hasn't rolled over, has it? So you've kept the integrity of that alignment through the feet, through the ankles, through the legs, reaching high. Good. Okay, we're going to bring the arms down to horizontal, allow that back leg, or that back foot, just to come out to the side a little bit. Arms horizontal, lengthen through to the fingertips. Bring the weight forwards there. There, okay. Good, so we've brought the weight forwards. Bending that front knee. And again, opened out through here. You might feel that stretch through the inner thigh here. Lengthen the arms. Good, and just breathe into that. Again, bring your awareness to how you're holding your whole body. Finding your strongest alignment. Relaxing any tension that doesn't need to be there. Good. Okay, and from there, we straighten that front leg. So feel like you can now lengthen that front leg, pointing through to the toes. This arm reaches down, other arm reaches high. And the vision up towards the ceiling if you like. And then that leg that you're reaching down to, allow that knee to bend, prop the forearm onto the thigh, and stretch that arm out to the diagonal. You could let the vision follow that arm if you like, that works. Bring those arms around, bring it back to side facing now. So bring those feet back to parallel, lengthen both the legs. You're going to inhale again on the way up. Exhale round all the way down to the floor. Hold it there for a few moments, for a few breaths. Allow the knees to soften, forearms on the thighs. Gently pushing the knees out if you like, just to increase that stretch. And then exhale to come back up to standing. You can walk those feet in and just shake it out. All right. So, mobilized, loosened off, stretched. Let's bring that focus into those abs then. Let's get back down onto the floor. So we want to go to work and bring that burn, bring that challenge, bring that strengthening load into those core muscles. So finding our start position, feet flat on the floor. Yeah, right, let's start out with something that we can all do that's familiar. Let's go with the classic double leg extension, head and shoulders lifted. Support the weight of the back head if you like. Both knees come up. Breathe, prepare those abs as if you're going to peel the tailbone up off the floor. Feel how that engages those deeper core muscles and then lengthen to the ceiling. Back to 90 degrees. Lengthen. Options on this. You could have one foot on the floor, do a single leg. You could have head and shoulders on the floor, do a double leg. Okay, so find the position that works for you. Or maybe head and shoulders on the floor, kicking out to a diagonal. Maybe both legs kicking out to a diagonal. Okay, find a version that gets that midsection working as best as you can. Okay, find it, and then together we'll do 10 reps. So kicking up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet back down on the floor, head and shoulders come down. All right, so if that didn't quite get it, let's go for something even simpler. Let's go for a twist crunch. Peeling the head and shoulders up, reaching up and over the opposite knee. Other elbow travels back the way. So you've got that rotation there. Lower it back down. Other side, lift up and over. Reach the fingertips over that knee. Feel how the other elbow travels back. Okay, feel that rotation, feel that work through the abs. Lower back down, 10 reps. So lift up and over for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower back down. Relax head and shoulders into the floor, spine in neutral. Re-engage those abs, bring the knees up. Bring the arms up to the vertical. Let's all start out with this version of dead bugs. Just peel the tailbone up just a little bit, just to engage those core muscles. You can extend one leg to the horizontal. Nothing else changes. Other arm lowers down, or opposite arm lowers down. Hold that for a moment. Feel that tension through those abs. Right, so those core muscles doing the work. Hold everything fixed. Bring it back to your start position. Other leg lengthens, opposite arm lengthens. Hold it there. Good, again, as if you're peeling the tailbone up just a little bit off the floor. Bring it back. Okay, 10 reps. Extend. Back for 1. Extend. Hold it for a moment at that extended position. Bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower everything down, feet flat on the floor. Peeling then the spine up from the floor and roll up. So we're going to lift the tailbone up off the floor. We're going to allow it to lift and then progress those vertebrae in the lower back, peel up off the floor into the middle of the back, into the upper back until you're propped up onto the shoulders with the hips up high in that bridge or hip up position. Breathe into that. Good. Doing the opposite then, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. So you can touch down those vertebrae individually as you lower down with the tailbone going down last. Okay, once again, relax the shoulders, tilt the tailbone up or tilt the pelvis so the tailbone lifts, and then peeling off one at a time, all the way up until you're balanced on the shoulders, and then all the way down. Good, okay. Right, let's bring that back into those abs. So fingertips pulling away at the head, peel the head and shoulders up again. Okay, tilt the pelvis just a fraction, as if you're going to lift the tailbone up. Bring the knees up. Do that work in those abs. Crisscross combination. Right, so we take one side, lengthen the leg, elbow to opposite knee. Hold it there for a moment. Hold that crisscross position, as if you're being photographed for a textbook on how to work the abs. Crisscross position. There it is. Oh, looking good. All right, bring that knee back. That same leg that just extended. Extend to the ceiling now. Toe touch. Hold that position. Here's another photograph moment. There you are. Hold it. Looking good. Lower back down to your start position. Other leg lengthens. Elbow to opposite knee. Hold. Got it? Hold that pose. Nice. Bring it back. Same leg that just lengthened. Lengthen it to the vertical now. Toe touch. Reach up. Hold. Hold. Nice. You got it. Bring it back. Okay, 10 reps. Extend. Back. Toe touch. 1. Extend. Back. Toe touch. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And lower down. All right. One day we'll get to that set without any mess ups. Maybe you did that then. Okay, lengthen the arms. Good. Right, let's change position. Let's roll it over into a high plank position. All right, so we're going to go high plank, we're going to go L shape with the legs, and we're going into press ups. So you did this in the warm up, or you did that setup in the warm up. We're going into press ups. If you don't want to do press ups, that's fine. Switch it for something like pullovers, so you could stay in that same position, or you could just work on that high plank, low plank, do some sort of combination there. I'm going to be doing sets of press ups though, so we're going to go high plank position first. So high plank position, lengthen the arms. Right, having just worked those abs, you should be able to identify that work through that midsection, as in feel that tension through the abs. Have we got that? All right, find sort of balanced alignment, arms lengthened. One leg then goes out to the side into that L shape there. So you could work on this high plank position. You could even go into a lift and hold it like this. You could perhaps go down into a low plank position in here. I'm going to work a set of press ups. So if you want to join me with these, you're invited to join. We're going to do 10 reps in 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it at the top. Okay, so maybe you did those, maybe you didn't. But let's see if we can do those options then I gave you. So in this L shape, the leg that's out to the side, that arm lifts up high. Okay, so maybe you've done this already, or maybe you did the press ups with me. Lengthen that arm. Both legs lengthened in L shape. Good. Take it down onto the floor. Keep the legs in L shape, lower down to the forearms into a low plank L shape position. Good. Nice. Feel that stretch, feel that challenge through the legs. Push back up into high plank. Legs still in L shape. All right, if you can, we've got another set of 10 press ups coming up on this side, going in 3, 2, 1, lower, lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that leg back in. There's high plank. And we transition from that into downward facing dog to allow the hips to lift. Lengthen the arms. Gently drop the head in between the arms. And then with those legs, can we bend one leg and then alternate with the other? So flexing through the knee, allowing the ankles to flex as well. Arms lengthened. And then both heels drop down towards the floor, lift hips a little bit higher if you can. And from there, step it forwards, intact spine stretch forwards, take it into a flat back, so lengthen the back here. Drop back down towards the floor. And then inhale all the way up. And exhale, round. Okay. All right, so we did press ups on one side there. You know we're going to do them on the other side. Like a press up sun salutation. Okay. All right. That was quite a lot of press ups, I guess. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, if you want to switch that to pullovers or something different, you can do. Right, take it back down onto the floor. Hands below shoulders. So I've switched around so that I'm doing this on the other side. Legs lengthened into high plank. Have we got this, team? Right. If you want to swap it to something else, remember you can do this your workout. Arms lengthened. Leg out to the side. L shape. Okay. Set up. Ready for press ups. Doing our first set of 10. In 3, 2, 1. Down. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it high if you can. The leg that's out to the side, that arm lifts up into that stretch. Feel that length through the arms and through to the legs. Feel that challenge in holding that position, but bring that confidence through that core stability. Place that hand back down on the floor. Take it down into the forearms, into low plank, L shape. Stretch through the adductors, through the groin. Push back up into press position. Reset the shoulders. Second and last set of press ups coming up. In 3, 2, 1. Down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that foot back in. Back into high plank. Take it into a downward facing dog. Lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs. Ooh, those press ups are sneaked up from nowhere. Paddle the ankles a little bit. So just a quick paddle of the ankles and then drop the heels down towards the floor. Step one foot forward, into that spine stretch forwards and then take it into a flat back. So lengthening through the spine. Drop it down towards the toes. And then inhale all the way up. And exhale round. Good. All right, shake that out. Right, team. Have we been worked this morning? Arms and shoulders, getting a bit of a run through there. Getting that burn in those abs, getting all that mobility through the body, getting a stretch out. Let that set you up for your weekend. So we did more of a run fit session on Monday. We did circuits on Wednesday and that mobility core arms and shoulders today. Good stuff, team. Have a great weekend. We're back in next week. I think all 3 classes, usual time at 9 o'clock. And hope you can join in. Okay, live class, recorded class. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.